Never underestimate the effeminate child. He is wise and wild beyond his years. His tears embroidered a tapestry of survival. They mark the arrival of his ever-evolving, ever-loving identity. The effeminate is a fire breather with little boys drag on, a water carrier carrying a pitcher, a flagon containing gallons of experience and reserve, a reservoir of pain and joie de vivre. If the effeminate is as bold as brass, then he sure as hell will make it shine. The effeminate embraces and tastes the grapes of wrath, the sweetest wine, is always 2 steps ahead while seeming to lag behind, and can suddenly scissor kick into quick step the intricacies of his incisor mind and leave you blinded and reminded. Never underestimate the effeminate. If he were a fish, he'd be a deep-sea anomaly, a paradoxical mix of viscousness and solidity, a shape-shifting mass of undulating validity. So with friends like this, who needs a name? The effeminate exists on many levels. He's more than at home with the angels and devils of his ever-complex ideology. He is genius and idiot spasmodically. The effeminate walks alone. The effeminate in isolation is a pot boiler of creation, but seemingly an irritation to his friends and family. He's a bastard child wandering lonely through a sea of parents, a misfit orbiting the outer sphere. But it's the safest place to wander. It's where you can't hear your father or mother call you queer. You're just not quite right. Never your father's son nor mother's pride. I imagine that's why some effeminates find themselves contemplating or even committing suicide. These are dark places, without glitter, where the bitter and unjust meet and joust for supremacy. It's a necromancy of thought which plagues and ages. It is the dog-eared pages of a book you never wanted to read, a desire you never wanted to need, the weed you never wanted to see. But the effeminate is more than a gardening analogy, more than a whimsical parody of sitcom inaccuracy and vulgar interpretation. He stands outrageously, somewhere between form and inspiration. He can be acetylene in his intensity, ridiculous in his propensity, as he reclaims his wildest imaginings. The effeminate can structure the most intricate ballet out of his silliest dillies and dallyings, a marrying of wit and movement, something he would consider an improvement on the real men surrounding. Real men who denied him his courage. Real men who had the audacity to claim he was not like them, that he was flimsy dross, candy floss, Diana Ross, next to their hard-nosed granite and stone. But the effeminate knows that some real men also find it hard to stand alone, overbearingly hard, especially in public toilets. It's where real men have been known to understand, even offer a helping hand, where the hideous complexities of the once bullying playgrounds are left behind or quite simply overlooked. Can you imagine the power this effeminate found when he realised some real men just love to be fucked in these temples of convenience, piss-smelly cathedrals of hush-toned obedience and damp marble spiral stairs, where real men kneel and find the answers to their wet-knee, piss-smelly bread. The effeminate is a multi-sided coin, dodecahedron in currency, loaded and enriched by the many faceted importunities of man's hypocrisy. He can have you sussed, stitched up in seconds without fists. He's no need to slaughter. His weapon's the greatest there is, laughter. It occasionally kept him safe from the violence at school. But be careful. it is dangerous to assume the effeminate a fool. The effeminate is not degenerate, although it is being debated. Thank you very much.